Are you struggling to get your home studio productions to sound professional, radio ready, Spotify ready, whatever you want to call it? Does it sound familiar? If so, this video's for you. So you might have been working on a mix for hours, days, weeks, months. Even if things are getting really challenging, you're not alone. In fact, I don't think there's a single person watching this video right now that hasn't experienced that frustration of not being able to get a mix to balance and sound right, whether that be the snare not coming through or just disappearing through the mix. There's not enough low end, then suddenly there's too much low end, then you take it to a different place to listen, maybe in your car, or you listen to it on a different system, and the vocals disappear or the low end disappears. Suddenly it sounds really muddy in the mid-range. It is incredibly frustrating and not be able to get that mix balance when you reference against some of your favorite mixes and productions can be super frustrating. And it's not like these days we can really blame the tools that we're using. It's not like going back to the 90s and going, well, do you know what? I'm working on a 4-track with a little cassette tape. It's no wonder that this sounds pretty poor. These days, we've just got no excuses. We've got an absolute plethora of brilliant plugins. Even if you don't want to drop any money on plugins, we've still got an absolutely incredible array of free plugins. There's no noise floor issues. We don't have any track limitations. I mean, we could blame the converters in our audio interface, but that's a bit of a lame one. So what is the reason why the mix doesn't sound good? I'm going to throw something at you right now. Over-fixating on the mix is a real problem. Now, I'm not saying that learning the skills to mix to a high standard from your home studio isn't super important. In fact, I've got a free 7-step mix method guide that's going to help you get better mixes today. You can grab that below this video. But fixating on the mixing when the end result of the production doesn't sound as good as you expected to is definitely a big issue, because ultimately the best mix doesn't need any mixing at all. The truth is that the best bands and artists and producers get such a polished result before it goes to the mix stage that by the time it comes to the mix stage, it's pretty much going to mix itself. But if you're working on your own in a home studio, it is so easy to skip past that stage with the excitement of getting to those cool plugins and working and fixing it in the mix. And this is where the problem starts, because if you've not got the mentality right at the start of your production stage of getting it as polished and sounding as good as you possibly can before you even start bringing in plugins, then you're heading for disappointment before you've even set up a microphone. Just because we've got all of these incredible plugins, and especially those plugins that can fix problems like tuning plugins, for example, doesn't mean that we should aim and aspire to actually use them. We should only be getting those out of the drawer when we've got a real problem that we need to fix in an excellent take. But I do get that working on your own as, say, a singer-songwriter in your home studio is quite a challenge. That's why I've put together a course called the Singer-Songwriter's Home Studio Toolkit, which will guide you through songwriting, arrangement, production, editing, and indeed mixing. It's a complete singer-songwriter's toolkit. You can find a link for that course below, and here's a 10% discount right now with coupon code YouTube10. So if you're feeling like you're at a bit of a dead end and stuck in a rut and your mixes just can't coming out how you want them from your home studio, here's something that I love to do with students, and that's to completely remove the mix process. Forget that you can mix the song at all. All you're going to have is your volume. All you're going to have is your faders. Everything else is gone. That's going to help you to really zone in on the quality of the sounds of your recordings. That's going to make you really use that microphone creatively to get the sounds and balance the sounds. It's going to make you work harder at your songwriting, at your arrangement, and your editing skills. All of these crucial skills before you even think about that mixing stage. If you focus on getting your recordings sounding absolutely killer just by balancing the faders, I guarantee you that your mixes will fly. So listen, I want to hear from you. What are your challenges in the home studio right now? Maybe you've tried that approach of forgetting about the mix and focusing more on the recording and the production side of things. Or maybe you're guilty of skipping to the mix stage too quickly and it might be time to give it a try. Let me know in the comments box below. Whilst you're down there, of course, don't forget to grab that free 7 steps mix method guide. And if you're really serious about taking your home studio productions to the next level, I want to offer you a free 7-day all access pass to all of the realhomestudio.com course content. That's over 10 hours of home studio tuition. You also get the keys to the home studio closed community and exclusive monthly content. The link for that is below this video. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe here at Real Home Studio on YouTube. And if you enjoyed this video, you're definitely going to enjoy this one.